Are we still going? Oh my gosh, it doesn't like my internet connection. Not only in your family, but also in your business. And also if you're a speaker like me, personality types can be magic to make sure that you're serving your audience. If this cuts out, I'll have to jump back on and do another one. Okay, so personality types. You guys have probably heard of Myers-Briggs, and there's all those ones like pigeon, the seagull, the eagle. The one I often talk about is the otter, the beaver, the lion, and the retriever. I actually talk about that in my book, and I've done a podcast all about it. But the one I'm going to talk about today is one that I learned about at the recent doTERRA retreat that I attended. Hey, Rochelle. As I'm speaking, let me know what personality type you think you are. So Martha was explaining the concept, and I'm all over personality types. Not that we're trying to box people, but it's so amazing to just understand people differently, and instead of judging them, you're seeing things through their perspective, which I think is just magic. So, okay, so the 4 types are expressive, analytic, amiable, and driver. So let me break that down for you. So some of you might know me personally or maybe not, but what am I? I'm an expressive driver. So, I mean, everyone has all 4 aspects for sure in their personality, but there'll be 2 that are mainly really stand out for you. And for me, expressive driver, right? I love to talk. I like to explain. My gift is my voice. I've done podcasting. I love speaking, right? Expressive driver. I like to get things done. I'm all about action. I'm not one that takes forever to make a decision. I'm very quick to decide. I know where I stand. I know what I want, and I go get it. And that's the driver. So some of you might be like, yeah, that sounds like me. Or my God, that's not me at all. So the other types, so I'll give you an example. Like my daughter, for example, she is an amiable analytic. Okay, so amiable, she likes everyone to be happy. She does not like conflict. In fact, if there's ever anyone shouting, for example, she watches the show Dance Moms, and when Abby is shouting at the girls, she literally covers her ears or will turn the volume down. Okay, amiable, analytic. The analytic side is that Ruby likes to know the plan. She likes to know what's happening. She will, if, for example, we opened the new whale diffuser that we ordered, and she was reading the instructions, right? I would never read instructions. I would just try to make it work because that's my style. So she's a great example of an amiable analytic. And my husband is actually the same. They're very similar. So you can get various combinations. And the beautiful thing about this is not only can it help you understand your family better, like your kids, your husband, even your own parents. Suddenly you go, oh my gosh, you know, my mom's not being whatever. It's just that she's an analytic or a driver or whatever. It's so fascinating. Hey, Janelle. Awesome to see you. So ladies, if you're listening, or men, comment below and let me know what personality type from the 4 that I'm giving you guys, maybe give me 2 that you think really resonate with you, that you feel like, yeah, that actually sounds like me. I would be really curious to hear. So I think it's amazing in your family, but also in your business, right? So if you've got a client and you know that this client is an analytic, like they like data, they like numbers, they like facts, they like figures, they don't like a sudden change in plan, etc., then that's what you'll give them, right? So if they're the type of client like that, and you're, let's say you're coaching them, you would give them some numerics or some data, you know, to help get the point across, right? Whereas if you're working with someone who's an expressive, you know that they love to talk, or they really need things explained to them further, or they love to kind of have a big discussion about things. Whereas people that are drivers, they're like, just tell me what to do. Right? You know how here's my cat in the background. You know how I often say, tell them what to do and make it easy when I talk about marketing. Well, that's because I'm a driver. I'm like just an expressive driver. So I just think this is just so fascinating. I hope you guys find it interesting too. I just think it can really be helpful in your business, in your family. And also for those of you that, like me, you are a speaker, you like to speak on stage or online, you love to be interviewed on podcasts. By the way, make sure you grab my speaker success checklist. I will put it in the link below, my little freebie PDF for you if you are a speaker or wanting to be a speaker. But as a speaker, knowing your audience, knowing that you're going to definitely have those 4 personality types in your audience, and that when you craft your talk, you need to make sure that you're serving those types of people, right? So, for example, that you're having some sort of facts or figures for the more data-related analytic people. For the expressives, and I do this a lot when I talk because I like to let people talk as well, I will often say, now turn to your neighbor and let them know blah, blah, blah. And I'll get you guys to do a little activity in the middle of my talk. I often will do that. No matter whether I'm talking about social media or parenting or hustle and flow or whatever I'm talking about, often I will add some sort of personal engagement. And that's because I really like to cater to the expressives in the audience. But of course, I love people to connect and network as well. Also, I will, I thought I put it on no notifications. Often when I speak, I will also make sure that I give people action steps. I'll often say, so I want you guys to write down or turn to your neighbor or just bring to your front of your mind one action that you're going to take from what you learned today, or 2 action steps you're going to take. And I use the word action, you know, and that's really because there are people in the audience who are just like, tell me what to do. I'll go and do it. And they actually will. So yeah, as a speaker, wanting to make sure that you're catering to those 4 personality types in the crowd, definitely. You guys that are listening, hi Linda, great to see you. Janelle, Rochelle, if you're watching the replay, definitely let me know what 2 personality types you really stand out for yourself. And I'd love to hear if you guys have any thoughts on this. Do you think this is going to be useful? Sorry about the lighting, kitty cat. Do you think this is going to be useful for you with your family, with your business, or in your speaking? Let me know. Good to see you guys, and I'll put the link below for the speaker's checklist. See ya!